Welcome to our EMA Expert Talk with Mrs. Roula Jouny, currently in Dubai. She is Managing Director of the FTI Group, CEO of Meeting Point Hotels, and Chairwoman of Meeting Point International. Welcome, Mrs. Jouny. Let me jump into the first question. You studied IT and now are working as a prominent figure in the tourism sector. How are both IT and the tourism sector connected?
Well, in the last few years, I would say that IT and tourism have become like really one concept. There's no tourism in today's world without IT. When I studied IT, I worked for Sabre. I used to work in Bahrain, and we used to work on providing softwares for airlines. And that airline, when I was in Bahrain, was Gulf Air. And then I moved and started taking care of some web applications for travel agencies. And then I ended up being in a proper tourism company. I used to work for Trafco, which is the destination management company of TUI, the competition of FTI. And then I just, I moved from being very technical and providing feedbacks on web applications to really enjoy the tourism world, and it became a passion. But and then I shifted completely and I became part of the management. But in today's world, really, especially in Europe, tourism would not exist without very, very strong IT. Most of our today capital and investments and development is invested in IT out of the human resources.
As you are based in many countries and your profession requires you to travel a lot, how are the current travel restrictions affecting your work?
Well, I have established the Meeting Point International, which is a destination management company. When I moved to Germany, we thought that instead of the clients in the destination being handled by third-party destination management company, we thought the best would be to create our own, to also extend the level of quality. And we started opening the destination management company. The first one was Dubai, followed by Egypt, followed by this. And for the last 10 years, I've been literally, and this is not how people just saying living out of a hotel room and on aircraft. It's literally this. I usually get lucky if I spend more than 3 days at home. So it's always like 3 days and I'm out again for 2 weeks on the row. And then I come back maybe for a week. I'm lucky, and then I am back. And that's why I got stranded in Dubai. And today the restrictions is not only affecting me personally. I got stuck somewhere. It's affecting, the tourism sector is one of the most affected sectors today by the COVID-19 crisis.
Could you please briefly explain the strategies that you adopted at FTI and Meeting Point International to tackle this crisis?
Well, at the beginning of the crisis, I think like everyone else, we underestimated, or we hoped for a lot better results, and we hope for a lot shorter time of the crisis. So the first thing we tackled, at FTI Group, and it's not a secret, we had to go and ask for government support in Germany. I think we were one of the first companies that were granted government loans during the COVID-19 crisis, which resulted in also giving a lot more shares to our existing shareholder, Mr. Sawiris. So we went and we asked for government support in most of our destinations where we operate. In Europe, things have been a lot easier when it comes to the government support schemes to support the employees. In other countries, it has been more challenging, I have to say.
So what is your outlook on the possibilities of touristic travel this year, and also the impact even beyond?
What I think is, there are customer behavior are different from one destination, from one country to another. I lived the last 11 years or more or less been to Germany a lot, and I understand that Every German has, his savings in a different bank account for it to go on holidays every year. And I hope, and I say sometimes, these customers, these guests have to get out. But of course, many factors are going to affect today the industry. First of all, people are having a lot less money. Many people had salary reduction or lost their jobs, and then also there will be economically an impact on having less travelers. There is restrictions. Today we know that Europe is open for people to travel within Europe, but we don't have yet any info on when this is going to happen for countries like where I am today, for UAE, for Egypt, for Turkey, which are considered big destinations for us. So I don't think business is gonna recover fully this year. We're planning to have 30 to 40% of what we planned in normal years, and I think it's an optimistic assumption. And as I said, people will travel. We're seeing some good positive trends. People are booking holidays for August and September. People are booking a lot of holidays for November onwards. The countries that will benefit the most are the countries that are coming forward and giving the client a certain security, telling them, if you arrive in our country, this is the healthcare system that we provide you, that anything happens, that the countries are actually equipped to handle any health care situation. I'm responsible also for our hotel company. We have over 80 hotels in Meeting Point International, and today we are getting out of our way to make sure that we have teamed up with Ecolab and Cristal to make sure that we have in our hotels a lot of safety that put the people's mind at rest, that they come to our hotels and they shouldn't worry about the virus.
Mrs. Jouny, which is your favorite travel destination?
I'm a big fan of the Mediterranean. I am from a Mediterranean country. I'm from Lebanon, and I'm a big lover to south of Italy and Greece. So, these are the destinations. I have to make sure that at least, and Turkey as well. The Aegean Sea on the Mediterranean in Turkey is amazing. I did develop a very soft corner in the last 2 years for an amazing destination in Turkey. I think it's not known to many people. It's a place called Alashati on the Aegean side in Turkey. So it's a little Greek village with the best Turkish food and habits. So this has become a really very soft spot for me in the last 2 years.
Thank you so much for taking your time and for telling your story. We will follow up on your issues.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a great day.